For 3 years, we've been renovating this house and we love the transformation, but there's one problem.
Our entrance is really small. It's hard for me to even fit through the door, and the space in here, well, it's pretty much non-existent.
We have a solution. We have this room between the main house and the stable. Currently, we call it the gym because there's a treadmill in there and it's our second entrance, but today it becomes our main entrance.
For that to happen, we need a few things. We need shoe storage, a coat rail, and a bench to sit on to take off our shoes.
Completely mess this up.
3 years ago, we traded city life in Stockholm for rural living in the Italian countryside of Piemonte. We bought this abandoned farmhouse with a dream and a vision.
But when does anything ever go to plan? There have been unreliable workers, structural, shall we say, surprises, and a whole new culture to adapt to. For the past 3 years, we've been tirelessly renovating this house on a very tight budget.
Join us on this journey as we continue the restoration of this 100-year-old abandoned rustico. Welcome to our Italian dream house, year 4. Today we are building a boot room, shoe storage and bench. It's been over a year and a half since we started transformation of this room, and then life happened. So as it is right now, like 50% of all of our coats are in boxes, or shoes are in boxes and spread over the whole house. And I'm done with that. So I'm very ready to start this project, and hopefully in a few days, we will have a perfect boot room. Now we got a blank canvas, so let's talk a little bit about the design. This unit, which I will call it, will go from the door frame here into the corner and out here to where the plug sockets are. I think we'll have 2 shelves, so one bottom and one top for shoes. And here at the end, I would like to have just one shelf because I think we need a space for our wellies and rain boots. And then we need to get some new lists because these will go all along as well with these knobs. I'm not really sure of how the structure of this unit will be, that Edward will have to walk you through. But we're going to paint it in our green, and then we might be able to do a padded, a cushion on the top. Yeah, that's it. Let's get going.
Over the course of this renovation, we've had to learn a lot of new skills, especially when it's come to working with wood. One of the incredible resources that's helped us with this is the tutorials and instructional videos on the Woodworkers Guild of America, which have been an incredible help. And I'm really excited to say that they are the sponsor of today's video. I watched their video, making cheap wood look expensive, and it completely changed the way that we've been able to create these warm, rich, more expensive looking tones on the wood, even though we're using cheap pine and Douglas fir. The difference it's made to recent projects, including the headboard in the bedroom, the wine rack, and some other furniture we've been working on, is huge. What was looking flat and unfinished now looks custom and exclusive, and the wood doesn't look homemade and DIY, it looks like it tells a story. Woodworkers Guild has a massive library of step-by-step videos taught by professional instructors for all of their members. Everything from joinery and cabinet making to table saw techniques, wood turning and shop setup. They're always adding new premium lessons, live Q&As and tutorials to keep you learning and inspired. If you want to get that exclusive finish with your own projects, go to the link in the description below and you'll get Woodworkers Guild Premium for $1.49 per month for the first year. This is for new members only. We just realized that to get our measurements correct for the bench, we need to have installed the door, because obviously the door frame and the architrave is going to stick out over this wall a little bit, and we need to know exactly where, because we want to build up flush to it. So we want to just install the door frame and make things easier from the beginning. A little bit of extra work, which really does suck because I hate installing these doors. They're a real fiddly, finicky faff, but it has to be done. It's not straight, that wall, so I don't know how we want to cope with that. Because that one's going to be 100 and it's 98 at the bottom. It's a 2 centimeter difference from top to bottom. For the construction, we're going to use Douglas fir panels, and we're going to have obviously a bench top, and then underneath we're going to have the sides, which will also be the legs. So we'll have 2 or 3 under each one, and then we're going to use doweling pieces of wood for the shelf. So it will be like round slats across, which we're able to put the shoes on. So measure up, go and buy the wood, cut, install, paint. Bob's your uncle.
We made it to the DIY store. Let's get in and get our wood. Yeah, will you get it in without cutting?
I always get it in.
Oh.
Like a glove. So we've got our wood, 124 euros, not too bad for a full bench in my opinion. Obviously it's going to need painting to make it look nice. This wood is more on the cheap side, but it's strong, it's going to do the job. So let's head back, have some lunch and then start building. Just been drilling these holes for the dowels to go in to make our middle shelf for the shoes, and I realized the biggest drill bit I've got is a 10mm and the dowel is 14mm, so I need to go back to the DIY store. And I've got about half an hour before they close, so I better get a move on. We're back. Second day, got these last night. You saw that already. We've got the goods. Let's get these holes drilled. Just taping up here this piece of dowel. I'm going to cut it at the right length, and I don't want to end up scratching this piece, which is quite likely to happen because I have to cut quite closely and I don't have the perfect saw for it. So we're going to tape up, we're going to cut it, and then we're going to feed the other ones in. And this is our middle shoe shelf. First one is built. Very fiddly, but actually have to say that it's turned out pretty well. Obviously it's going to look much better once it's painted. But yeah, it was good. Definitely going to be better now that I've got the correct drill bit for these dowels to go through, because that was a little bit tricky and we wonkazoided it a bit, bent it. But we got it back. We've put in little metal brackets to help support it and keep the structure. Now it's time to move on to the next one, the longer one. So this one's going to have a few more vertical pieces for legs than this one. Obviously it needs more support because it's longer, so it will take a little bit longer to prepare, but I think it's going to look great based on how this one's turned out.
Doesn't match.
You're not going to believe it, I've messed up big time. I've chopped the legs too short.
If this is because you didn't use the laser in the beginning, as I told you to check the levels with, I might kill you.
No, it's not to do with that. It's the difference in the floor.
That's what I told you to check.
Yeah, but then you might have to kill me.
Ernie, it's just gonna be you and me now. Luckily, I didn't have to kill him. He trimmed the first bench to match the height of the second one, which meant we didn't need to go and buy all new wood. Phew. Yeah, well, the primer is dry. We did a first coat of wood primer, and now we are on to the first coat of our green. And then in the morning we can do the second coat because it dries fairly quickly.
Emily has done an amazing job of painting both benches, 2 coats, and now it's my turn to step back into the fray and try and build a coat hook rail. So I'm thinking to use this timber, drill a hole at a slightly downward angle, and then put some dowel in, obviously cut it a bit shorter so it's like coat hook length. Maybe do 5 or 6 along this wall, 3 or 4 along that wall, paint it all, get it drilled and installed in, screw it in, and then once that's done we can install the benches underneath. Emily's done a great job painting the coat rails, so it's time to get them installed and start finishing this last little bit of the project off. Let's go. We found an issue. Since the walls aren't straight, there's this gap behind the benches. But we have a solution for this, so it's off to the DIY store again.
Love the microphone setup.
Thank you. Thank you.
Another project done.
Yeah. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
I can't believe how it's turned out. It's really great.
It looks so good. I think we do need to be honest though and say that we didn't manage to like finish it 100% before we decided to release the episode.
Yeah.
We haven't attached it properly to the wall and we haven't put in the correct like support so that no one falls through when sitting down.
Yeah. Actually, just a thing on that, it is actually strong enough. Oh, no, honestly, it is. But I do want to fix it to the wall because obviously then it's way more secure for moving in and out. And if somebody does sit really like hard on it, then it's got a little bit extra support.
We were also supposed to do the cushion thing.
We were going to upholster our own cushion.
Yeah, but I didn't find the right fabric because I'm really particular in what I want. And now seeing this, like this is how we had imagined it from the beginning. And I think, you know, maybe less is more sometimes. I really like the way it looks now.
Okay. Then we just need to buy a few cushions to go in here because
these can go back in the living room.
We've stolen these from other parts of the house.
Yeah.
Just for this shop. But yeah, so that's cool. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
And
I think it looks really good. You've been a legend, as always.
Well, you've been sick, so you've done really well for having done all the painting, all the design. So well done as well. Good team effort. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah. What would you say like the level of difficulty on this project? Can someone who is not so like skilled with woodwork manage it, or what would you recommend?
I would say it's a level 4 out of 10, maybe a 5 out of 10, because I haven't done very complicated joints. The most difficult thing was working with a slightly uneven floor.
So if you live in a new build, it's like a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, maybe a 4, because you still have to get everything lined up perfectly. But yeah, not too difficult. So if you're thinking of giving it a go, I recommend. Build your own little entrance bench and shoe rack.
And while we're sat here, we have something else very important to bring up. We have noticed that like a huge amount of our viewers are not subscribed to the channel.
Correct. 80% of the viewers in the last 90 days are not subscribed, which is a real shame because if you subscribe, it's free. It helps us grow the channel. We meet new audiences and it really helps us out. So we would appreciate if you're not subscribed, just go down and click that button now. We'll just wait. Okay, you done it? Perfect.
It's really autumn now, isn't it?
Yeah, it arrived so quickly. It's actually quite cold as well.
I feel like it was 30 degrees just the other day.
Yeah, not anymore. Soon the winter's going to be here, so we need to crack on with a few important tasks, really.
Yeah, unfortunately, the guttering, I think, is a pretty big priority. But before that, we need to pour cement upstairs in the stable.
Yes, because...
It's raining in.
Yeah, we finished the rooms down there and they are getting wet when it rains. Yeah, that is priority number 1.
Yeah, and unfortunately number 2 up there.
Don't do a number 2 up there.
Oh, but there is about tons of 50-year-old hay that we need to clear out.
Nice, that's going to be a nice job.
I love it.
Yeah, true. There's loads to do.
Yeah.
It's not as if we're ever going to have some time to enjoy this place.
Yeah.
One day.
That is life in our Italian dream house.
A dream that's just always a little bit out of reach.